that to those fastballs. He's on first with no one out. Here's Lane Floyd. Floyd has had to adjust to the varsity level very quickly. Chris Middlebrooks, the starting catcher for the Rams, and one of the team leaders, went down over the weekend with an infection in his elbow. In fact, the Rams really missed his presence Monday in that loss to Fayette County. Middlebrooks was back with the team last night, not in uniform, but back with the team, and it helped as they beat Forest Park 4-0, and he's here with the team today. Floyd takes the first pitch outside for ball one. Middlebrooks has had the chance to learn from former Ram catchers who have gone on to bigger and better things. Brian Moon over at Southern Union College. You might even see him in professional baseball. There is talk of him signing with the Houston Astros here in the next couple of months, and if not, there may be another team that drafts him in June. The Astros drafted him, I believe, in the 19th round last year. Thomas takes a look at first. His delivery on the way home swung on and bounced foul at the plate. The ball on a strike. Against Forest Park last night, the Rams, with 7 base hits, make it 8 base hits, scoring the 4 runs. Forest Park with only the 1 hit in the 7th inning, so Craig Lunsford, make it Jason Lunsford, I'm getting confused here with the Henry County Stadium. Jason Lunsford with a tremendous pitching job last night, even though he walked 8 batters. Stretch from Thomas. He brings it home. Warhawks were pitching out. They thought they had something for the Rams, but Baker staying put. 2 balls, 1 strike. Big hole between first and second. The lefty batter Lane Floyd, he was pulling the ball well a couple nights ago against Fayette County. Runner is going with the pitch. It's a curveball up high for a ball. Throw to second base is not in time. It's a stolen base for Baker. And now Floyd in the driver's seat here with a 3-1 count and a runner in scoring position. Still no one out. Rams scored in the first twice. Jarvis Johnson with the single. Ryan Moon followed that up with an infield single. Easterday, with the ground out, scored Johnson, who had advanced to third on a wild pitch. Moon was at third, scored on a single by Luke Allen. Thomas takes a look at the runner. His 3-1 pitch popped up left side. Coming in is Henry Roberts. Stays up there for a while. The wind kind of playing tricks out there, but Roberts makes the catch. That's the first out. And here is Bryce Avery. Avery started the year in the leadoff spot in the batting order, but after hitting .250 through the first 4 games, Joe Brasfield decided to make a couple of changes, switching Avery and Johnson in the batting order. It is not often that your number 9 and number 1 hitters will switch positions, but that's exactly what Avery and Johnson did, starting with the Fayette County game Monday night. Avery, a left-handed batter, takes a look out at Thomas, who takes a look at second, a second look, and now Avery calls time. Travis Thomas with a wise move there. Avery had called time as Thomas was in his delivery. And as a pitcher, you can hurt yourself sometimes if you decide to stop your motion in a situation like that. So he went ahead and brought it home, even though time was called. Avery standing back in. Wesley Garcia playing some games with the runner at second base. Baker trying to hold him close. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Came in and caught the outside corner for a strike. Travis Thomas has got an excellent drop on that curveball. Likes to start the thing about shoulder high and bring it down into the strike zone, and some Ram hitters have been frozen by that pitch here in the first 2 innings. Runner takes his lead. Now Thomas will step off, but there's no one covering second, so Baker heads back to the bag. Wesley Garcia was there for a moment, but scampered back to his position. As a second baseman, it's got to be a tough thing to try to hold that runner close when you've got a left-handed batter up there. You've got to get back to your position very quickly. Stretch from Thomas. His pitch a curveball, but this one stays high and outside. Ball 1. Newton Rams side, the first base side this afternoon. The crowd's kind of sparse for the Ram parents and fans. Perhaps they're gearing up. The Rams can make it to the final Saturday. They usually bring out a big contingency to the South Metro Finals. They have the last few years. Runner is going with the pitch. Avery pops the ball up. Third baseman in foul territory comes in to make the catch. They may have a play at second, and they got it. No, they didn't get it. Base umpire, for just a moment, had called Doyle Baker out, but then changed his mind. Apparently, Baker made it back to second base in time. It is a forced play at second base. Since Baker was going on the pitch that was popped up, all the second baseman Garcia has to do is to touch the bag. And the Henry County head coach, along with the infielders from the Warhawks, are talking with the base umpire right now, and the home plate ump has to go out and interrupt the action. But Baker is going to be safe there. Bryce Avery trying to bunt the runner over and start some things with the runner going on the pitch, popped it way up in the air. The third baseman probably didn't have to run 10 steps into foul territory to make the catch. So with two down, Jarvis Johnson will have to get a base hit or reach base somehow if the Rams can continue the thread here. Johnson singled in the first inning, advanced to second on Moon's single, advanced to third on a wild pitch, ended up scoring on the ground out 5-3 off the bat of Matt Easterday. Baker takes his lead. First pitch to Johnson is up high. Once again, that curveball on the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 down here in the second inning. Rams scored 2 in the bottom half of the first. Thomas with the stretch takes a look at the runner. His 1-1 pitch, or 1-0 pitch rather, swung on and missed, make it a ball and 1 strike. For this Ram team, they have scored 47 runs through the first 6 games of 1996, scoring 11 in their first game and then 14 in their second game of the year. Johnson takes a look at a curveball strike. Make it 1-2 on the Ram left fielder. We don't know yet where the finals of the South Metro tournament will be. They've got a system worked out here in the tournament such that the team that hosts the finals will hopefully also have a team in the finals. So it could be any one of a number of places. As soon as we know, we'll get that to you. 1-2, swung on and missed. Runner was headed for third base, but that's a moot point. Johnson goes down. That's the first strikeout for Thomas and the Warhawks. And the Rams go down here in the second. No runs, 1 hit. They leave a man on base. And we have played 2 from Craig Lunsford Stadium at Henry County High School. Rams on top, 2-0. Newton Ram baseball on WGFS AM 1430. It's made possible by the folks at East Metro Communications. They are Covington's authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular.
Here at Coast to Coast Home and Auto, we have more ways for you to save than ever before. That's because for a limited time, every Toro Wheel Horse XL Series lawn tractor comes with a $100 factory rebate and no payments or interest till October. These tractors are available with tilt steering, step-through design, and recycler mowing decks. Plus, every one comes with a Toro 2-year total coverage guarantee. And with a $100 rebate and no payments or interest until October, there are more reasons than ever to get a Toro Wheel Horse lawn tractor from Coast to Coast Home and Auto today. Attention baseball fans, the off-season has been long, brutal, and harsh, but baseball is back. And the Braves hope to defend their 1995 World Series championship right here on WGFS AM 1430. That's right, your sports leader, WGFS, will bring you live coverage of all the Braves games this year. The Braves on WGFS are brought to you in part by Jeans Hourglass, Halpern, and Little Phillies. Our own Atlanta Braves on WGFS.
At Henry County High School in McDonough, Georgia. Some changes for the Newton Rams. After 2 innings, Richie Cleary is lifted, and Ryan Moon is your new pitcher. Rams also with a new second baseman, Brandon Smith. Moon was at second base, so he's now pitching. So far on the young 96 season, Moon does not have an ERA in 3 innings. He has given up 1 hit, no runs, walked 2, struck out 1. So Cleary being lifted after 2 innings of work. In those 2 innings, he faced 9 batters, did not give up a run. He gave up 2 singles, walked a man, and struck out a man. It could be that Coach Brassfield is deciding to save Cleary in case the Rams win this game and make it to the finals of the South Metro. It could also be that there's a problem with Cleary. standing out in right field, so there's another change for Newton. Cleary, who was pitching, is now out in right. Josh Millwood apparently out of the game. We'll start the third here with O.J. Price. He walked to lead off the game. In fact, Cleary walked him on 4 pitches. And for a moment, we got a little worried about the control factor for Cleary. That was his 7th walk. At the time, only through 4 innings. Cleary had not walked a batter past then. First pitch outside for a ball. Ryan Moon's wind, his 1-0 delivery, low, ball 2. Rams graduated 9 seniors last year. A lot of those were pitchers. You're going to see a lot of faces on the mound that you haven't seen there in a while. 2-0 pitch. There's a called strike right down the heart. Make it 2-1. We've seen Matt Easterday come out and throw 4 innings. Josh Henderson threw an inning. Doyle Baker pitched in 1 game as well. There's a swing and a miss from Price. Make the count 2-2. Of course, you know about Luke Allen and Richie Cleary. Ryan Lee has done some pitching this year. He's made 2 appearances, as a matter of fact. He's back down with the JV. 2-2 pitch line, but foul down the right side. O.J. Price, the leadoff man for the Warhawks, chokes up about 4 inches on the bat. Just tries to slap at the ball and hit line drives. Hit a good one there, but foul. So again, your changes, if you're keeping score at home, Brandon Smith now in at second base. Ryan Moon, who was the second baseman, is in to pitch, and Richie Cleary is out in right field, so you can scratch Josh Millwood from the Newton Ram lineup. Moon's wind is 2-2 pitch, swung on, fouled right back this way, and sticks in the screen right in front of us here. Richie Cleary hit a ball here on the 2nd of March against Griffin. It was fouled back, and there are 2 bars spaced very shortly apart, and he somehow managed to wedge that ball between those bars, and I know after now, 11 days, that ball is still stuck up there. Called strike 3 to O.J. Price. That's the first out here in the 3rd inning. And for Moon, his first batter results in a strikeout. The Cleary hit that ball back on Saturday the 2nd, and it is still sticking up there with those 2 short bars. They may not get that down for a while. Ladd Hammond, the batter, 1-for-1. Swings, grounds one hard towards short. Easterday with a nice play. Throw to first on 1 hop, and it's past Hires. So safe at first is Ladd Hammond. That'll be an error on Easterday. He struggled a little bit at shortstop here through the first several games of the year. He was at shortstop some to start last year. Ended up playing a little third base and finally found a home in left field before the year was over, but with all the folks that the Rams graduated, including Ryan Allen, who played a lot of shortstop last year, Easterday had to move back to that position. Hammond at first with 1 down. Here's Standridge. A fly out to center field in 1 trip up there. Moon goes to first. Hammond is back. Ryan Moon picked up the victory in the Rams' 2nd game against Huffman out at Southern Union College. There's a swing and a miss by Standridge. On the first pitch to him from Ryan Moon, it's 0-1. When the Rams were out at Southern Union, we did not get the chance to bring you those games live here on WGFS. So this is your play-by-play announcer's first chance to see this young man pitch. There's a swing and a foul off to the right-hand side. It's 0-2. They call Ryan Moon Plug. That's his nickname, and plugging away at second base the majority of the time for the Rams. We'll see if he can do the same here on the hill. Boyd gives the sign to him, who takes a look at the runner. Stretching his 0-2 pitch, a curveball, but up high. Making a ball and 2 strikes. Ryan was taking a look at his fingers. He must have had some trouble snapping that one off. A couple of years ago, a Ram pitcher trying to snap off a curveball broke part of a fingernail and missed a couple of weeks. Go to first base, back in safely is Hammond. Ball gets away from Hires for a moment, but not far enough. Hammond is staying put. Joe Brassfield of the Rams had talked about this game against the Warhawks as the key for the Rams making it into the finals of the South Metro. Here's the 1-2 pitch, line fair down the left field line over the head of Doyle Baker. This one's headed for the corner as it gets past Johnson. Hammond round second, heads for third. They're going to wave him. Throw comes in, cut off. He's going to be safe at home. Throw to second, and they got it. Standridge with the base hit, so credit him with a single. Hammond scoring, actually credit him with a double, we should say. Hammond scoring on the double. But Standridge is retired. And in your scorebook, that goes 7-6-4. It'll be the second out here, and again, I want to correct myself. It's a double for Standridge, not a single. Grounded second a little bit too far, and a heads-up play from Matt Easterday taking the cutoff throw there, and instead of trying to go home where they really had no chance at the runner, they decided to go to second base. Meanwhile, though, despite the fact that there are two down, it's 2-1 Rams. And here's Henning. Henning hit a line shot back at Richie Cleary back in the first inning. First pitch, a called strike to him. Boyd gives the sign, setting up outside here. 0-1 pitch, missing up high for ball one. As a hitter, sometimes you kind of have to take the good with the bad, and in this case, for Henning in his first at-bat, he could not have hit a ball any harder, but resulted in a double play. There's a swing and a bouncer foul at home plate. It's 1-2. On the other hand, every once in a while, you'll hit 40-foot singles or little Texas leaguers that'll go for singles, and then sometimes you'll hit a ball as hard as a rocket. It'll be right at somebody. Wind in the 1-2 pitch, up high, ball two. Doyle Baker playing back deep at third. They're also deep short here against Henning, the cleanup batter. There's a swing and a hard chopper foul left side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here. We are in the top half of the third inning. An interesting circumstance. Henry County, despite the fact that this game is being played at Craig Lunsford Stadium at Henry County High School, the Warhawks are the visiting team. Rams had this happen to them, as we mentioned before, the first game of the year. 2-2 pitch, line up the middle off the pitcher's mound into center field. That's a base hit. Second hit of the inning off of Ryan Moon, and the 4th hit for the Warhawks in this game. Here's Keith Wood. Wood struck out to lead off the second. Brandon Smith, the new second baseman for the Rams, certainly doesn't have great memories so far in his varsity experience at this field. Stretched the first pitch, missing a little bit up high, ball one. In the game against Griffin, Smith made 2 errors on 1 play to help open up a big inning for Griffin, and what should have been an easy Ram victory ended up being a 10-7 game. The Rams nearly lost. Pitch is a strike, runner going on it, throw to second is into center field. Henning's going to head for third. To throw that way is over the third baseman's head, bounces on the top of the dugout and away, and they're going to let the man score. So credit Henning with a stolen base. 2 errors on the play, one of them on Luke Allen, who has got a tremendously powerful arm. This time showed it off a little bit too much. Got it about 15 feet over Doyle Baker's head and hit the top of the dugout on the Henry County side and bounced out of play. So Henning was allowed to score. So give errors to both Floyd and Allen on that play. Pitch is swung on and missed by Keith Wood. So we're tied at 2 apiece here. Set for a big duel here at Henry County High School this afternoon. 1-2 count. Pitch is bounced towards second base, making the play cleanly as Smith is thrown to first in time. Henry County scores a pair of runs in the inning on 2 hits. There were 3 Ram errors. No one left on base. We have played 2.5 with your score tied at 2. Craig Lunsford Stadium here in McDonough. Newton Ram baseball on WGFS AM 1430, made possible by the folks at Metro Communications. They are Covington's authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, and they have got 1,000 promotions. Well, I'm exaggerating a little. They've got a lot of promotions. But go on by.
Are you tired of being ridiculed and laughed at because you don't have a cellular phone? Don't cry. East Metro Communications can help. East Metro has several free cellular phones to choose from. There's no connect fee, no programming fee, and a $100 credit on your first monthly bill. Now, how much easier can it get? East Metro Communications, this area's oldest authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, is located right here in Covington at 7115 Highway 278. Visit their store a quarter mile east of Newton General, or give them a call at 786-6796. Certain restrictions apply, cannot be combined with any other promotion.
At Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies, we've got you covered with vinyl, wallpaper, carpet, wood, parquet, VCT tile, interior design service, carpet cleaning service, and blinds. They're the largest and most complete carpet store serving Newton, Rockdale, and Morgan counties, Lake Oconee, and surrounding areas. They specialize in residential and commercial flooring. Their professional carpet consultants and interior designer will bring samples to your home, take measurements, and quote you a price all in one visit. Call them, Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies, 786-9245, 786-9245, or in Madison, 342-3869, 342-3869. Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies.
Welcome back to Frank Lunsford Stadium at Henry County High School, and Ryan Moon is the first man up and receives a little bit of a scare as a Travis Thomas curveball doesn't bite and almost hits him. He had to hit the dirt. The ball and no strikes. Moon will be followed by Easterday and Luke Allen. Rams and Warhawks tied at 2. 1-0 pitch, missing low, 2 balls, no strikes. Moon singled and came around to score in the first, part of that 2-run attack for the Rams to start the game. Henry County with a pair of their own in the top half, both of them unearned runs. 2-0 pitch, swung on and grounded hard towards second base. A good play from Garcia. Throw to first is in time. 2 innings away from the bottom half of the 5th, and the reason why that's of any importance is because the bottom of the 5th inning is the Hard Luck Cafe Wing Ding inning. Get a chance to pick up 60 hot wings, perhaps, if someone can take the ball out of the yard, and the weather warming up here and the wind not blowing in quite so hard as it was the first couple of games we played here. There might be a better chance of the Rams taking one out of the park. Here's Easterday, a ground out to third, his first time. He awaits the first offering, swings, grounds it back towards third base. Coming in is Stancil, a good play, powerful arm, but the throw is not in time. Easterday reaches, it's the 5th hit in 2 1/3 innings for the Rams. Easterday kind of chopped that one up the third base side. It would have been a tough play regardless. Stancil with a nice throw to first. Easterday was just a little too fast. So here's Allen. Easterday so far on the year with 3 stolen bases. He's been caught stealing 1. Ram team unofficially with about 30 stolen bases through the first 4 games of the year. Throw to first base. Easterday is back in. Against Fayette County, the Rams didn't do much in the way of the stolen base. The reason for that, Jason Banks retired 15 Newton Ram hitters in a row at one point in the game, so don't have anyone on base. Kind of tough to steal. First pitch to Allen, missing outside, ball 1. Against Forest Park last night, Jarvis Johnson stole a base, but he was also caught stealing. Easterday stole a base. Luke Allen was caught stealing. In fact, in all, the Rams were caught stealing 4 times against Forest Park, so the running game not quite as successful the last couple of games as it was the first 4. Thomas again goes to first base, and again Easterday is back in. Brent Gates, the first baseman of the Warhawks, holds Matt Easterday close and takes the lead. Pitch to Allen, swung on and hit hard toward left center field. Going back on this ball is Roberts. He misjudged it. It's going to be over his head and off the wall. Rounding third is Easterday. He will score as the throw is cut off. A double from Luke Allen makes it 3-2 Newton Rams. So Allen is hitting the ball very well. He started the season with a little bit of trouble. In fact, this is the first game of the year because of injury. And Joe Brasfield is out having a talk with the base umpire. I have no idea what this is about. Could be about a change that the Rams are making. I'm not quite sure, but he's going to talk with the home plate umpire as well. Here's Stephen Hires about set to hit. It could be that Brasfield is talking with the home plate umpire about where the third baseman Daniel Stancil was standing. As Easterday rounded third, perhaps he was a little too close to the bag. Either way, that minor argument is over with, and here's Hires. 0 for 1, a ground out to second his first time. Then Henning flashes the signal to Travis Thomas. He has what he wants. First pitch on the way to Hires is a called strike, 0-1. We have a great vantage point here at Henry County High School. We're in the press box directly behind home plate. A terrific view of the whole field. Some places where we go, we'll get a blocked view of either left or right. Here we can see it foul line to foul line. Stretch, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball for ball one, I should say. That time, Travis Thomas altered his delivery a little bit. They have been trying to overthrow that and hit the outside corner. Either way, he pulled the front side of his body about 6 inches out, and that pitch ended up about a foot outside. Taking his lead away is Luke Allen. Pitch to Hires, the outside. Credit the Warhawks with forcing the Rams to do the work here in the first 3 innings. The Henry County team has yet to allow a base on balls. They've struck out 1 batter. In contrast, the Rams have walked 1 batter. It was the first one of the game, as a matter of fact. They have struck out 2. Hires away, swings at the 2-1, bounces it foul down the third baseline. Joe Brassfield with the clean play down there. Make it 2-2. Everybody works on their fielding here, even the base coaches. We had a big thing going about the Ram first and third base coaches last year, and they continue the tradition in 1996. Wesley Garcia, the second baseman for the Warhawks, coming in trying to keep the runner in close. Thomas fakes the throw back there, and Luke Allen dives back into the bag. There wasn't anyone within about 10 or 15 feet of the bag. But Allen is certainly safe, and he's got a dirty uniform now. Can walk off the field proud. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled right back this way. Keep it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hires against Forest Park had a triple, as we mentioned before, ended up scoring on a wild pitch in that 4th inning. He also walked twice in that game and reached on an error, so every time that Hires came to the plate against Forest Park, he reached base. He's actually been quite hot of late. He had the Rams only hit against Fayette County Monday night, that being a double in the 6th inning off the right field wall. That throw to second base. This time Hammond was there to take the throw, but it was to the first base side, and Allen is back in. 3-2 Rams were in the bottom half of the 3rd. If they can hold on here, the Rams will make it to the finals of the South Metro Tournament. It will be a doubleheader on Saturday. Of course, you'll hear both the games live here on WGFS. 2-2 pitch, inside, runner heads for third. The throw down there, got him. Allen taking off for third base, but credit Ben Henning. That's a tough throw to make to third. You've got a right-handed batter. So if you're the catcher and a runner trying to steal third, you've got to take the pitch, get up behind the right-handed batter, and make an accurate throw to third base. And Henning did an excellent job of that. Meanwhile, we have a full count on Hires at 3-2. 2-5 caught stealing is Luke Allen. Pitch to Hires, swung on a line towards short, but Hammond is there to make the play. That's out number 3 for the Rams in the 3rd. A run on 2 hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 3 innings of play, your Newton Rams on top of the Henry County Warhawks. Your score is 3-2. Newton Rams here on WGFS AM 1430. East Metro Communications helps to bring you Newton Ram baseball live on the road here in 1996. Stop by and see him or give him a call at 786-6796. We're back from McDonough, Georgia at Craig Lunsford Stadium. We head to the 4th. The Rams on top by a run. Kevin Holden bringing you the play-by-play action this afternoon. Welcome to a wonderful day for baseball. Ryan Moon facing Henry Roberts. There's a called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And after that Troup County game that the Rams play next Monday at Riverside Park, then the sub-region schedule starts. That is exciting. Every single game is a battle. A 1 pitch swung on and missed from Roberts, looking a little weak on the low fastball, make it 0-2. Rams will start off with Brookwood at Riverside Park. That'll be the Friday after that Monday game, a week from this coming Friday. There's a swing and a foul tip. Boyd did not hold on, so it remains no balls, 2 strikes to Roberts. Roberts popped out to second baseman Ryan Moon his first time. A tough pop fly, but Moon takes charge and now gets a chance to face Moon. Is wide, and Ryan delivers up high, ball 1. That Brookwood game, Friday the 22nd, Riverside Park. Then the next day the Rams go to Troup County for a game. 1-2 pitch, outside with the fastball. Moon fell off to the first base side of the mound. He's going to have to do some work out there with the mound. Pitch was well outside. Moon lost footing as he threw that. The 2-2 pitch swung on and lined over the head of shortstop Matt Easterday. It's into center. That'll be the third base hit off of Ryan Moon. For Henry County, it is their fifth hit. Here comes Travis Thomas. Thomas singled his first time. But this year should be a tremendous one in 8 Quad A South. The Rams are looking forward to a couple of heated rivalries that got started last year. One, of course, with Parkview in their first year in the sub-region. Moon goes to first base and Roberts is back. Rams remember Parkview from 1994. They almost gave the Rams a loss in the region tournament, but it took Lance Coffin bouncing a triple off the third base bag to give them a win. I think that was in the 6th or 7th inning. Go to first. Roberts is back. Then, of course, last year, Parkview, right there with Newton as two of the top teams in the sub-region. In fact, Parkview was ranked nationally for a couple of weeks by Baseball Weekly. First pitch to Thomas outside. And, of course, the Rams have a few other big rivalries going. Brookwood was one that the Rams had a little trouble with last year, lost to them up at Brookwood, then lost to them to end their season. I know they'll want to avenge that this year. Ball is bunted up the first base line. Floyd takes it, though, after it rolls foul. That's strike one. Thomas trying to move the runner along. That bunt traveled a total of probably 15 or 20 feet at the most up the first baseline. They were going to force Floyd to catch that one, but it went foul. The Rams also had a bit of a heated rivalry at Winder Barrow last year, and the Rams go up there on Wednesday the 27th. That'll be a 5:30 start. Of course, all these games will be heard live on WGFS AM 1430. We are your sports leader and your home for Ram baseball. Moon decides to go to first base with the throw. Roberts is back in. After Thomas, we'll see Brent Gates, who reached on a fielder's choice his first time up there. 1-1 pitch misses low with the fastball, 2-1. And if you're going to miss with a pitch like the fastball to someone as big as Travis Thomas, you definitely want to miss low, because if you miss high, you could be in serious trouble. 2-1 pitch, swung on, bounced up the middle, and bounces away from Easterday. Safe at first is Travis Thomas. That one took a weird roll right off the backside of the pitcher's mound. If you've ever seen a ball rolling down quickly down a surface like that, it must have picked up speed as it went along, and Easterday and Ryan Moon were both there trying to make the play, and then one bounced away from Easterday. Safe at first is Thomas. At first base, Cato will run for Thomas. The runners at first and second yet again here for the Warhawks. With no one out, and Moon has got a jam to pitch out of here. Fortunately, he has the 8 and 9 spots, the next two in the order to face, so he needs to come after these guys. And Yates is bunting on the first pitch. Moon looked at third, now is going to go to first, and just barely making it there in time is Brandon Smith. Ram defense, not just a job, it's an adventure the last few games. But a good job with the sacrifice, and the Henry County Warhawks do something that I think is a tremendous thing to do. As Yates, with the sacrifice to move the runners over, everyone in the Henry County dugout comes out to the third base line to congratulate him, almost as if he had a game-winning base hit. I like the idea, though, of congratulating someone like that, because it is the sacrifices and things like that that will win you games. Sacrifice goes 1-4, now second and third and one out. Here's Stancil. Stancil grounded out his first time. That ended the second. Henry County left 2 men on in that inning. They've left 3 so far. Ryan Moon and the Rams wouldn't mind adding 2 to that total. They stand at second and third. 1-0 pitch, also missed. 2-0. Bill Dolan will be back with me to bring you the action Saturday. Rams will be involved in the doubleheader. It's likely that first game will be at 11 a.m. It may change. It may be a 2 p.m. start. One of those two will be the case, though. 2-0 pitch is outside, 3-0. If the Rams win their first game on Saturday, they will be in the championships of the South Metro Tournament. Chance to win it, it's straight year. That game will start roughly 8 or 8:30. If the Rams don't win that first game, they'll be playing at 5. 3-0 pitch. There's a called strike. Ryan Moon in trouble there with the 3-0 count, in danger of walking the number 9 batter. Throws the strike. We'll see what he comes back with here. 3-1. Up high, ball 4. Second walk allowed for the Rams, but This one comes in a very crucial situation because now you've put the number 9 man on base and you've loaded up the bases to bring back the top of the order. Here's O.J. Price. Price with a walk and a strikeout in 2 plate appearances. And a chance to do some damage here. A slim 1-run lead here from the Rams. They scored a run to make it 3-2. Did that the last half inning off a double by Luke Allen. There's a swing and a grounder towards second. They may turn 2. Throw to Easterday is there for 1, but on to first not in time. Scoring is Roberts, so Henry County ties the score here, but they do pick up the second out. Mansell retired 4-6 at second base, but on the fielder's choice, Roberts comes around to score. You're not out of the woods yet. You do have 2 down, but you've got runners at the corners here, and Ladd Hammond, who the Rams have yet to retire. He's singled, and he's also reached on an error. He came around to score in that inning on Standridge's double. Fourth inning tied at 3 here, and Moon looking at third base, make the throw over there, and took a look at first. Price wasn't going anywhere. Ladd Hammond, tall and lanky, shortstop for the Henry County Warhawks, right-handed batter digging in. Throw to first base, and O.J. Price had dove back into the bag. The throw was about a third of the way to first when he did this, so he had dove back into the bag and was dusting himself off by the time the throw got to first baseman Stephen Hires. Moon again goes to first base, this time a little closer. Price dives back in. This will bring Doyle Baker in. He'll have a little talk with Ryan Moon, maybe discussing signals there. And certainly you want to try to come after Hammond because Standridge did some damage last time with that double. First pitch outside for ball 1. Price was thinking about going to second, but Floyd immediately up out of his position, ready to hold that runner at first base. Thomas leads away, and they make the throw to first, make the step off and make the throw to first, I should say, and Price back in. Stretch. Boone comes home with the 1-0 pitch, popped him up. Shallow center field. Brandon Smith is there, and he makes the catch. The Rams escaping yet another jam. Henry County does score a run on 2 hits. There was not a Ram error in the inning, but 2 men left on base. Henry County has left 5 through the first 4 innings. And after 3.5, we are tied at 3 here at Craig Lunsford Stadium at Henry County High School. It's Newton Ram baseball on WGFS AM 1430. Brought to you in part by East Metro Communications. They are Covington's authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular. Why not give them a call, 786-6796, to discuss the special promotion.
The best money manager around is a checking account from the Bank of Covington. It's easy to keep track of your income and all your expenses with your checkbook and the detailed monthly statements we send you. It lets you see where you might save money, and it really helps in balancing your budget. If you're not already enjoying such financial assistance, learn all the advantages of a personal checking account at one of the convenient Bank of Covington locations. The Bank of Covington, member FDIC.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating, 786-4937. They'll send them packing. Termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls.
Speaking of Cleary and exterminating, Richie Cleary is the first man up for the Rams here in the 4th inning, hoping to exterminate something from Travis Thomas. First pitch off speed, popped up, first base side. Coming in is Yates, over is Thomas. Yates makes the play for the first out. So Cleary unable to do any damage. We'll see if Doyle Baker or Elaine Floyd can do something for the Rams here. Newton scored 2 in the bottom of the first and 1 in the bottom of the third. Henry County scored 2 in the third and 1 more in the fourth. Richie Cleary pitched 2 strong innings. Ryan Moon has come in and so far allowed 4 hits and 3 runs in 2 innings. Only one of those runs, though, was earned. First pitch to Baker, a curveball inside, ball 1. Doyle Baker carrying around a red-hot stick. He is 3 out of his last 4 with a single, a double, and a triple. Solo base also back in the second inning, so he's doing it all right now offensively. 1-0 pitch is down low, 2-0. Baker said the ideal spot for him in the batting order would be the number 6 hole. He's been batting 7th, 8th, or 9th throughout the year, and we talked about it earlier. He'll see a lot of fastballs down there, but the 6th spot, of course, is one you heavily depend on for your offense. The 2-0, missing inside for ball 3. A lot of times your number 4 or 5 batter, in addition to being your best home run hitter, is the one who'll strike out the most, so it'll be up to your 6 hitter a lot of times to bring in those runners who get on base ahead of the big men. Wind, the 3-0 pitch. Inside ball 4, so Baker on 4 pitches will receive the free pass. That is the first one allowed from the Henry County Warhawks, and you know that has played a big factor here. Joe Brassfield is strolling leisurely across the diamond, so we're going to see at least one change. He's hollering toward Don Shepard, who is looking toward the Ram dugout. We probably will see a pinch runner here for Baker. It is Lunsford, Jason Lunsford, who will be the runner for Doyle Baker. Lunsford sitting out this game after pitching the fine performance last night. Lunsford the pinch runner in this situation, though, with Floyd at bat. Lunsford has not attempted a stolen base so far this year, so you really don't gain a whole lot speed-wise on the base paths by having him out there. Thomas taking a look at first base. This stretch, he comes home to Floyd, missing outside with the first pitch for ball 1. Floyd wide out to left field back in the second. He's been catching the last 3 days in a row, and you've got to know that's rough on the knees. Pitch to him on the 1-0 offering is inside for ball 2. The Rams' regular catcher, Chris Middlebrook, should be back with the team Saturday. But in the meanwhile, Lane Floyd was kind of thrown into action Monday night. And in the 7th inning, in kind of a crucial situation after a strikeout, a ball had gotten away from him. His throw to first was about 25 feet up the line. And it allowed eventually a couple of runs to come around and score. 2-0 to him is inside and low, so it's 3-0. But the reports are that Floyd adjusted well last night and continues to adjust well. Lunsford leads away from first base. Thomas shakes off one sign. Now he has what he wants, his 3-0 offering, taking all the way, and it's strike 1. After Floyd, we'll see Bryce Avery. Avery did not hit against Forest Park last night. Likewise, Monday night against Fayette County. Stretch and the pitch on the way home, line hard but foul down the left side. Floyd took a good rip at that, but couldn't quite get around on it. 3 balls, 2 strikes to him. And if the Rams can get through Floyd and Avery, they'll have a chance to do some real damage with the top half of the order as well. Johnson, Moon, Easterday, and Allen with 5 hits among them. The early going here. Throw to first base gets away, but Lunsford has to stay put. And again, talking about the foul ground, we didn't get a chance to get in deeply to that last time. The foul territory here at Craig Lunsford Stadium, a little unusual. There's not much between home plate and the backstop. Most of the foul territory room is close to the first base dugout, but it actually gets more narrow, the foul territory does, as the foul line, as you go out toward the 298 sign in right field, the fence actually curves back in toward right field, so that by the time you go out toward the right field corner, there might be 5 or 10 feet of foul territory, if that. Same way in left field. So any throws that get away from first base, runner usually cannot advance. 3-2 pitch, swung on and lined left side, but foul, and Lane Floyd did a good job on an outside pitch there. Just trying to take it to left field, didn't try to do too much with that pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Ram catcher. He was 1 for 4 going into Monday night's action, was held hitless, as were many of the Rams Monday night. Came back with the 1 for 3 performance last night. Lunsford taking his lead away as Yates holds him close. Payoff pitch is on the way, runner is going, it's high, ball 4. So the stolen base does not matter as Floyd draws the base on balls. You don't credit Lunsford with a stolen base in that circumstance. First and second with one down. Here's Bryce Avery. Last time Avery was up, Doyle Baker was the runner at second base, and the Rams, trying to start some offense, tried to move him over and have Avery bunt the ball. Avery bunted the ball about 80 or 90 feet and high up in the air so that the third baseman came over and made a nice leisurely catch, almost like Avery hit a pop fly. Baker had to hustle back to second base. In fact, the call was disputed by the Henry County folks. So Avery will step in another key situation here. First and second, one out. Runners take their leads, and the pitch outside and a good stop from Ben Henning. That pitch was sailing away from both Avery and Henning and stopped that one from going back to the screen and the runners advancing a base. Rams so far with 6 hits in this affair. They've drawn 2 bases on balls. Oddly enough, the last 2 hitters have drawn those. Avery here takes a strike on the inside corner, gets away from Henning for just a moment, but he retrieves it before anyone can go anywhere. It's 1-1. And with a 1-1 count, Coach Brassfield has come in and made a change. He came in and told the home plate umpire that Doyle Baker is going back out to pinch run, if you can call it pinch running, for Jason Lunsford, who was pinch running for Baker, who walked with 1 out here in the inning. So it's Baker running for Lunsford, who was running for Baker. High school rules can sometimes be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. You can re-enter a player into action like that. Maybe Baker got a nice rest there in about the minute and a half that he was out of the action. So he'll be leading away from second and Floyd from first. Stretch, pitch to Avery. Takes it outside, 2-1. Travis Thomas throws a good fastball that tails away from the left-handed batters. In fact, Ram left-handed batters haven't had a lot of luck off of him. We mentioned the bunt by Avery, who's a left-handed batter. Lane Floyd is 0 for 1. He did draw the base on balls. There's a pitch runner for him also, by the way, at first base. That's Matt Vaughn. Avery swinging at the 2-1 offering, grounds it on 2 hops to third. Daniel Stansel will step on the bag for 1. He'll have no other play. Avery will reach on the fielder's choice. Baker is retired 5 unassisted, so we'll see none of him or Jason Lunsford for the rest of this inning. Floyd is now at second and Avery at first, but with 2 down, it'll take a base hit from Johnson. The Rams are to take the lead here. Johnson singled in the first and came around to score, then struck out in the second, leaving a runner in scoring position. Rams have left 2 men on base here so far through the first 3 innings of action. Henry County has left 5. Henning gives the signal, and Johnson, awaiting his first offering, he takes it outside for ball 1. Johnson last night against the Panthers of Forest Park was 2 out of 3 with a walk. Did steal a base, but he was caught stealing back in the first. Hammond sneaking in for a moment behind the runner from his shortstop position. Pitch to Johnson, swung on and missed. It's 1-1, and there Thomas threw the fastball that tailing away from the left-handed Johnson. But instead of starting it near the outside corner and it tailing off the plate, that started around the middle and finished up around the outside corner. You could tell Johnson was fooled. A ball and 1 strike. Thomas once again checks the runner at second, brings it home. Same pitch, same location, same result. Johnson swings and misses. It's 1-2. Right now, Thomas has Johnson's number. Throwing that cut fastball that tails away from the lefty. Henry County in the 5th inning will send up the middle of the order, the 3, 4, and 5 spots against Ryan Moon. 1-2 pitch. Johnson just got a piece of it, fouled it off to the left, out of play. Rams were 4-0 winners last night. Their only loss of the season Monday night to Fayette County, a 7-2 score. But before that, in 3 of their first 4 contests of the year, they scored double-digit runs, including 14 in a game against Huffman. Huffman is a school out of Birmingham, Alabama. That game was actually played in Alabama at Southern Union College. Rams also broke double figures against Griffin and Eagles Landing. In fact, both of those games are part of this South Metro tournament. Stretch 1-2 on the way, and once again, Johnson just gets a piece of that. Thomas threw a slow curve there that stayed up high. Johnson did a good job of keeping his weight back and just trying to get a piece of that pitch. With 2 strikes, you've got to be rather defensive up there, covering the entire plate. We've got 2 down here in the bottom half of the 4th. Rams looking to take the lead. It's been a seesaw affair so far. 3-3 is your current score. Stretch, the 1-2 pitch to him. Fastball, but low and inside. Evens the count at 2-2. And on deck is Ryan Moon. He owns one of the 6 Ram hits, a single in the first. Vaughn and Avery take their lead. Stretch, 2-2 on the way, swung on and grounded towards second on 2 hops, taken by Garcia. He bobbles it. His throw is not in time. And they've got Avery hung up at second base. Throw there on the way back was also bobbled, so Avery makes it back in towards second base. And Bryce Avery and the Newton Rams caught a huge break there. Avery's an aggressive base runner. Been picked off a couple of times this year, but there he got overly aggressive. He was about 2/3 of the way to third base. Only trouble, Rams had a runner sitting on third base, so Avery had to scramble back to the bag. And fortunately for them, Hammond dropped the throw there. So with Johnson safe on the air, we'll have the bases loaded with 2 down. And it will be up to Ryan Moon to help his own cause here. 1 for 2, that single that we mentioned in the first inning. He grounded out to second, was back in the third. Runners take their leads, bases loaded, 2 out, first pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner. 4 straight Newton Rams have reached base without a base hit. Baker and Floyd both drew bases on balls. Bryce Avery reaching on a fielder's choice, and Jarvis Johnson makes it on due to the misplay of Wesley Garcia. Slow curve inside to Ryan Moon, missing for ball 1. Vaughn is at third, Avery at second, Johnson at first. Stretch from Thomas, pitching from the stretch with the bases loaded, the 1-1. This is outside for ball 2. A lot of times you'll see pitchers who have control troubles that will pitch from the stretch with runners at third base. Rams had one a couple of years ago in Cale Curtis, and his control became much better when he was pitching from the stretch with runners on. In fact, Vince Parham, who pitched for the Rams a few years ago, went to pitching from the stretch all the time. Pitch is grounded toward third base. Stansel can't get the handle on it. Bounced away from the mitt. That'll allow a run to score. Rams will take the lead here, 4-3. That one was a tough ground ball that ate Stansel up. Allows Vaughn to score. So Moon reaching on the air by the third baseman, and here's Easterday. Easterday 1 for 2. A single and a ground out. Combine that with his 1 for 4 performance last night. Cooled off just a little from his 455 pace that he had through the first 4 games. They'll try to continue this rally here, but with 2 down. First pitch to him, low and outside, ball 1. In fact, Easterday's single with 2 outs in the first helped to open up the Rams' first run of the game. Gave them some early momentum last night against the Panthers. They'll try to continue that here. 1-0 pitch is on the way to him. He swings and lines it down the right field line, and this one's going to be foul by about 5 feet. Matt Easterday on the outside pitch going that way with it. But foul by just a few feet, so it will even the count at 1-1. It turns out to be just a noisy strike. And after Easterday, the Rams have Luke Allen. He is on deck waiting his chance after going 2 for 2 in his first at-bats. A single and a double, both of which drove in runs. Easterday awaiting. Thomas takes a couple of looks at third. Here's the 1-1 offering, fouled off to the right. Another line drive from Easterday, make it 1-2. Luke Allen adjusting well. Last year he was the number 3 batter for most of the year, and Richie Cleary batted fourth the majority of the time for the Rams. We saw Sam Allen in that 4 hole sometimes. Sam Allen is not back, and Luke has jumped down to the 4 spot, and Richie Cleary has been batting all around the batting order this year. They're trying to find him a spot. Last night he was batting 8th. Tonight he's in the 6 hole. Stretch from Thomas is 1-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced hard towards short. This one eats up Hammond. He's not going to have a play. All hands are safe. So just like the Rams in the 7th inning Monday night against Fayette County, the Henry County defense falling apart on them here. And the Rams have taken a 5-3 lead thanks to the misplays. So Allen will get his chance here with the bases loaded. Allen came into this week hitting .500. He was held hitless in the Fayette County game. Rams did only muster one hit in that game. Bounced back last night with 8. And the first pitch, a slow curve to Allen for strike 1. Thomas against the lefties likes to keep the ball around the outside part. That helps to set up that cut fastball. If you can throw a curveball that catches the outside corner and have the hitter thinking off-speed pitch, then come in with that cut fastball that goes off the outside part, you'll fool the lefty. Exactly what he did there, but it missed high, 1-1. He threw the cut fastball, but it was about 6 inches above the waist. Jarvis Johnson at third, Ryan Moon at second, Matt Easterday at first. We've got 2 down. Rams on top by a deuce. 1-1. The curveball didn't break there. Henning had to come out of his crouch to make that play. It's 2-1. Ram on base percentage continues to be high in this game. .570 coming into the action. Stretch from Thomas is 2-1. Fastball missing up high, ball 3. So now Travis Thomas, after not walking a batter through the first 3 and the third innings, is in danger of walking in a run here. One more wide one. If not, he will be starting at first base for the Toledo Mud Hens this year. Meanwhile, Matt Hires at Middle Georgia helped to contribute to their great season last year. There's a swing and a hard line drive toward shortstop. This one fielded cleanly by Hammond. He goes to second for the force. And the Rams' rally is done, but not before they pick up 3 runs. They did not have a base hit in the inning. Henry County committed 3 errors. Rams left 3 men on base. So after 4 innings of play, it's your Newton Rams on top of the Henry County Warhawks, 6-3. You're listening to exciting Newton Ram baseball here on WGFS, AM 1430, made possible by the folks at East Metro Communications, Covington's authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular.
The Toro Wheel Horse XL Series lawn tractors have a lot of big features, and one small one, the price. For as little as $1,499 at Coast to Coast Home and Auto, you could be driving one this season. These Toro Wheel Horse lawn tractors are available with tilt steering, step-through design, and recycler mowing decks. Some have shiftless hydrostatic drive transmissions, and Toro Wheel Horse stands behind these tractors with their 2-year total coverage guarantee. Get the details at Coast to Coast Home and Auto today. Has there ever been a better time to buy a Toro Wheel Horse tractor or riding mower? Here at Coast to Coast Home and Auto, we say the answer is no. Why? Because right now, qualified buyers can purchase any Toro riding mower or tractor with no money down, no payments, and no interest until October 1st, 1996. Take advantage of our special limited time offer at Coast to Coast Home and Auto, where we have a complete line of Toro Wheel Horse riding mowers. No money down, no payments, and no interest till next October. But hurry, this offer ends May 31st. It's no secret, organizations that do the best are the first-class organizations. Consider the Atlanta Braves, on top of the baseball world after winning the World Series in 1995. Now consider WGFS, your leader for sports. Now consider the two together. That's right, the Braves on WGFS AM 1430. Some first-class organizations that help us to bring you Braves baseball are Courtesy Ford, Statham Tire, and Newton General Hospital. The Braves on WGFS.
We're back from Craig Lunsford Stadium at Henry County High School in McDonough, Georgia. The South Metro Tournament continues with the Rams and Henry County Warhawks. Rams with a 3-run outburst, if you can call it that, in the 4th inning. Take a 3-run lead here. I'm Kevin Holden, bringing you the play-by-play for the Newton Rams here in 1996. Of course, I'm joined the majority of the time by Bill Dolan. He was unable to be with us tonight, but he'll be back Saturday. Ryan Moon's first pitch to Michael Standridge, a swing and a miss for strike 1 at Standridge, followed by Ben Henning and Keith Wood. Ryan Moon got a tall order here to try to hold this lead here in the 5th inning, facing the 3, 4, and 5 batters. 0-1 pitch, a fastball inside for ball 1. Standridge doubled in the 3rd, fly out in the 1st. Moon is entering his 3rd full inning. A 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-2. And for Ryan Moon, his key is keeping the ball around the plate. He is not the power pitcher. There's a variety of some off-speed stuff. Come in with the occasional fastball. 1-2, missing outside for ball 2. And once again, As it happened an inning ago, Ryan Moon was falling that way toward first base, and that pitch ended up about a foot outside. I think when he tries to overthrow that fastball, he ends up losing his footing here on the Henry County mound. The 2-2 pitch, almost the same thing. He was sailing toward first base, and the pitch was about 6 inches outside and low. Full count pitch on the way, popped up sky high, third base side. Doyle Baker makes the play, had to run almost toward the Henry County dugout, then the wind played a couple of tricks with that. He had to run all the way back in toward the foul line to make the play, but he did so in foul territory. That's the first out. But for Moon, he's letting guys hit the ball and let the defense take care of the rest. In fact, he struck out the first man he faced, O.J. Price, but has not struck out a man since then. He did walk a batter. That was Daniel Stansel, the number 9 man in the fourth. That was a bases-loaded situation for Henry County, but they could only put one run across. First pitch to Henning, missing off the outside corner. Henning is 1 for 2 as well. He swings and misses at this one. The ball and a strike. Ryan Moon, just like any high school pitcher, if you throw strikes, you're going to do well. 1-1 pitch is on the way. Swung on and bounced up the middle, cutting across. The shortstop, Easterday, cannot make the play on it. It's an error on Easterday. Safe at first is Henning. Matt Easterday with his second error of this game. Rams played errorless ball last night, and that was certainly an encouraging sign because that cost them in Monday night's game. But so far in this game, unofficially, 5 errors. Here's Keith Wood, a strikeout and a ground out, who made appearances in the second and the third, respectively. That throw over toward first base. This one gets away and goes up the right field line. Henning is going to head for second base. Well, that's an error on the pitcher. A wild pickoff throw allows Henning to move into scoring position, and that's the only way here at Craig Lunsford Stadium that a man can move up a base on a throw to first, is perhaps an errant pickoff throw where the throw will go up the right field line. Otherwise, if the throw is straight in toward first base, there isn't much foul territory there. First pitch to Wood is ball 1. On deck is Henry Roberts, 1 out of 2. He scored a run last inning on a fielder's choice. There's a called strike. Fastball hit the inside corner. It's a ball and a strike. Then Henning in scoring position with the Warhawks trailing by 3. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss. It's the off-speed curveball. It's 1-2. Moon's curveball, a lot like Richie Cleary's, will start in the strike zone and break out of the strike zone. That's a good out pitch. And here he used it to get ahead in the count, so we'll see what he uses with a 1-2 count. Instead he calls time, and Lane Floyd will go through a new set of signals. Moon has what he wants. Checks Henning at second base and brings the 1-2 home. It's up high, ball 2. And after Henry Roberts will be Travis Thomas, who is 2 for 2, so I know Moon would like to get out Keith Wood and Henry Roberts and not have to face the opposing pitcher. 2-2 pitch is down low for ball 3. Moon would not mind seeing Thomas to lead off the 6th inning. 6-3 Rams, thanks to the 3-run outburst of the Rams in the 4th. Payoff pitch on the way, lined on one hop. Doyle Baker deflects it, knocks it down, looks the runner back to second, his throw to first, in time. Baker had a long time to make that play. Keith Wood must be kind of slow getting down the line to first base because Baker had that one bounce off him, took the time to recover, took a look at second base, and then fired to throw to first in time by about a step and a half. So with 2 down, here's Henry Roberts. Roberts, 1 out of 2. He did score after singling in the 4th. Moon takes a look at second base there. Makes the throw, and Henning goes back, but no one's near the bag. First pitch on the way home to Roberts. It is a called strike on the outside corner. Roberts, a big right-handed batter. against the righty Ryan Moon. The 0-1 pitch just outside, making a ball and a strike. The last hit off of Ryan Moon was Travis Thomas, as a matter of fact, the man in the on-deck circle, back at the start of the fourth inning. 1-1. That one misses up high for ball 2. Since then, after a sacrifice, Moon walks Stancil. O.J. Price reached on a fielder's choice, and Hammond popped out to the second baseman to end that inning. In the fifth, Michael Standridge so far has popped out in foul territory to Baker. Inning reached on an error, and Wood grounded out, so Moon has settled down quite a bit. The 2-1 missing, though, and here we have a 3-1 count. Moon in danger of walking his second batter since coming in. Stretch, the 3-1 pitch. It's up high, ball 4. So the Rams do exactly what they probably didn't want to do and bring up Travis Thomas, the hot bat. A single in the second, a single in the fourth. The Rams in the bottom half of the fifth inning send up Richie Cleary, Doyle Baker, and Lane Floyd. That's the Hard Luck Cafe Wing Ding inning. Somebody may have a chance to chow down on some bird from the Hard Luck Cafe. 60 hot wings in the jackpot today. First pitch, a called strike to Thomas, make it 0-1. Henning and Roberts take leads away from their respective bases. There's a swing and a hard grounder toward Baker. Makes a good play, is throw to second in time. They get the force. That'll do it for the Warhawks. They don't pick up a run in this inning. No hits. They did leave 2 men on base. There were, as a matter of fact, 2 Newton Ram errors. 2 men left on base, as we mentioned. Going to the bottom half of the fifth, it is 6-3, Newton Rams on top. You are listening to exciting Newton Ram baseball on WGFS AM 1430, made possible by East Metro Communications. Of course, they are Covington's authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, and they have got a tremendous number of promotions. If you'd like a cellular phone or a pager or some cellular time, give them a call. 786-6796 is their phone number.
East Metro Communications, your local authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, would like to thank their customers for making 1995 their best year ever. East Metro is this area's oldest cellular agent, and 1996 will be their 10th year in the cellular business. East Metro is starting off 1996 with another one of their incredible promotions. Free phones, no connect fee, no programming fee, and $100 credit on your first bill. If you're considering a cellular phone, go by East Metro Communications, a quarter-mile east of Newton General, at 7115 Highway 278 here in Covington, or give them a call at 786-6796. Certain restrictions apply, cannot be combined with any other promotion.
Hey there, Carl the Greenskeeper here for the Hard Luck Cafe. You know me, I'm the guy who delivers hot wings to the trivia show every Saturday morning. Randy wanted me to be sure and let everyone know that the Hard Luck now has 3 locations. That's one in Conyers, one in Madison, and of course the original location in Covington. You know, that's that little red building down there where Nationwide used to be. So for the best hot wings around, stop by the Hard Luck or call ahead so your wings will be ready when you get there. I can't remember all the numbers, but in Covington it's 787-0421. That's 787-0421. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to tell them that Carl sent you.
We're back with the wing inning here on WGFS AM 1430. Newton Ram baseball, bringing it to you live as the Rams take on the Henry County Warhawks. Richie Cleary, the first man up. Here for the Newton Rams. Henry Roberts is the new pitcher. First pitch to Cleary, swung on and grounded towards short. A clean play by Hammond. On to first and bobbled by the first baseman, so safe there will be Brent Yates. Or, pardon me, it'll be Richie Cleary. And we'll check and see who that error is on. It's a low throw, but bobbled by the first baseman, so the call might be able to go either way. But on the error, Richie Cleary reaches. And now here's Doyle Baker, and Baker in the wing ding inning is hitting for Aaron Rogowski, who lives on Barrington Drive in Athens, Georgia. 60 hot wings in the jackpot. We'll tell you how to enter in just a moment. Baker takes a pitch up high for ball 1. If you would like to become a part of the Hard Luck Cafe wing ding inning, pick your name, address, and a phone number on a note card and send it to the wing ding inning. Put that on the postcard. Care of WGFS, P.O. Box 869, Covington, Georgia, 30210. Baker takes a mighty cut at 1 and comes up short. It's 1-1, and He was trying to give 60 hot wings to Aaron Rogowski. But if you'll send the note cards in, hopefully your name will be drawn. And if a player hits a home run while your name is drawn, you'll be chowing down from the Hard Luck Cafe. Go to first base. Richie Cleary is back. Jackpot starts at 40, and we haven't had a winner the last two nights, so it's at 60 now. It will go up in increments of 10 up to 100 hot wings. And, of course, a grand slam at any time during a wing-ding inning is 100 hot wings. The 1-1 pitch, bounced foul at home plate. And once again, Baker taking a big cut at it. It's a ball and 2 strikes. We'll give you the changes now for the Henry County Warhawks. Henry Roberts is in. Travis Thomas pitched 4 innings, giving up 6 runs and kind of running out of gas in the 4th inning as he allowed 8 runners to reach base in that inning, but without a base hit. He did walk 3. There were 3 errors behind him and a couple of people reaching on a fielder's choice. Cleary takes his lead away. Roberts brings it home. The 1-2 missing outside with the fastball. It's 2-2. Travis Thomas, who was the pitcher, moves to third base. Daniel Stansel, who was at third base, is out of the game. Roberts was playing left, and in his position, we now have Shannon Cato. Stretch, the 2-2 is on the way. Swinging a high pop fly, shallow center field. Going out is Garcia. Marks himself under it and makes the play, and that'll be the first out. So let me get this straight. We have Cato and O.J. flanking Michael Standridge in the outfield. Cato is in left, and O.J. Price is in right. Lane Floyd is the next man up, and he bats for Fay Lewis, who lives in New Bern, Georgia. They will, of course, win 60 hot wings if Lane Floyd possibly could pull one over that 298 sign in right field. The continuing trial that is Newton Ram baseball continues. Cato in left plays a little bit shallow. O.J. a little deep in right. Runners going with the pitch. The delayed steal throw down there is not in time. Richie Cleary with the stolen base. Kind of took the catcher Ben Henning by surprise there. He'll go out and talk to his pitcher. Rumors that Marcia Clark will be playing center field are completely false, I promise. And then Cato in left and O.J. Price in right. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? One down here in the 5th with the runner at second base. On deck is Bryce Avery, who's 0 for 2. Fay Lewis is the contestant right now in the wing-ding inning. Lane Floyd, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored, trying to do some damage against Henry Roberts. Roberts brings home a fastball, low and outside, ball 2. You can tell he's got a good fastball. Floyd a single, a ground out, and also reaching on a fielder's choice last night. He was also caught stealing, batting in the number 9 hole last night. Here he takes a strike on the outside corner, making 2-1. If the Rams can hold on, we will see you Saturday for a doubleheader, the finals of the South Metro Tournament. Rams started this tradition back in 1992, winning the tournament at Heritage High School. 2-1 is popped up right side. Wesley Garcia called off by Ladd Hammond right behind the pitcher's mound, makes the play. That's the second out. Bryce Avery is the next man up here, and in the wing-ding inning, he is batting for Almond Turner of Covington, Georgia. Mr. Turner, if you're listening right now, Bryce Avery hit a home run on this field last year against Mount Zion. Just thought you might want to know. Cleary taking his lead away from second. First pitch to Avery, the off-speed curveball, catches the outside corner for strike 1. Avery took it deep in a big Newton Ram win here last year that helped put them in the finals of the South Metro last year. That was at Morrow High School. It may be there again this year. That, of course, depends on who wins the various brackets. Fastball to Avery, about a foot off the plate, make it a ball and a strike. Bryce Avery flied out in the second on a bunt attempt. In the 4th, reached on a fielder's choice. Here he pops one into shallow left center. This one could be trouble. Standridge comes over. He makes the play on the run. And the Rams go down here in the 5th, so no winners in our wing-ding inning. But we'll have a chance once again Saturday. In the first game, it'll be worth 70 hot wings to a winner. Somebody can take one out of the yard, so listen in for it. The Hard Luck Cafe sponsors the Wing Ding inning. For the Rams, no runs, no hits. We had one Henry County error, one man left on base. So after 5, your score is the Newton Rams 6, Henry County Warhawks 3. Newton Ram Baseball on WGFS, brought to you in part by East Metro Communications, Covington's authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular.
What's the crowd favorite at parties any time of the year? Why, it's hot wings from the Hard Luck Cafe. With flavors ranging from extra mild to TNT, they can placate any palate. There are 3 convenient locations to serve you, one in Madison, one in Conyers, and the original Little Red Building in Covington. So stop by for the best hot wings around, or call ahead so your order will be ready when you get there. In Covington, the number is 787-0421. That's 787-0421.
Are you tired of being ridiculed and laughed at because you don't have a cellular phone? Don't cry. East Metro Communications can help. East Metro has several free cellular phones to choose from. There's no connect fee, no programming fee, and a $100 credit on your first monthly bill. Now, how much easier can it get? East Metro Communications, this area's oldest authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, is located right here in Covington at 7115 Highway 278. Visit their store a quarter-mile east of Newton General, or give them a call at 786-6796. Certain restrictions apply, cannot be combined with any other promotion.
First pitch strike from Ryan Moon to Brent Yates. We're back from Craig Lunsford Stadium at Henry County High School. Rams on top of the Warhawks, 6-3. Moon's delivery is swung on and missed. Make it 0-2. It is the case of the Newton Rams versus the Henry County Warhawks. The Honorable Judge Kevin Holden presiding. 0-2 count here to Yates. On deck, Shannon Cato. There's a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Ryan Moon, 1 down. So here comes Shannon Cato. Cato was entered a couple of times as a pinch runner. After some short testimony, he was relieved of his duty for the game and then put back on the stand in left field. First pitch strike, 0-1. Thankfully, we announcers don't get paid by the pun. I could be a rich man. Line and the pitch, low and outside, ball 1. After Cato, we'll see O.J. Price. He is on the on-deck circle. Swinging a foul, back to the screen, make it 1-2. Lane Floyd gives the signal out to Ryan Moon, who is entering his 4th full inning. Pitched well since giving up 3 runs in the first 2 innings. Here's a swing and a bouncer toward third. Going to be a tough play for Baker coming in. His throw, not in time. Pulled the first baseman off the bag. Baker made an excellent play charging on that ball. Took it about 5 or 10 feet on the infield grass side. Had to make a sidearm throw to first in a hurry, but safe with the base hit is Cato. And now here's O.J. Price. O.J. walked in the first. He struck out, although he might deny doing it in the third. He reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Cato takes his lead away. First pitch, the low curveball. Comes in up high for ball 1. Stephen Hires hoping to hold the runner close, and Price shows bunt, but takes ball 2 up high. Nice job for the leadoff hitter there, Price. Showing bunt twice, but twice the pitches have been out of the strike zone, and they teach you when you bunt, you need to bunt a strike. That pitch also outside with the fastball. It's 3-0, and Ryan Moon, a little disgusted, threw a little dirt there. So with a 3-0 count, he's going to try to come after O.J. Price. Moon, a fierce competitor. His throw to first. Back in safely is Shannon Cato. Rams this year have a lot of fierce competitors on the mound. Luke Allen is one. Folks are definitely like the dogfights. There's a called strike, the outside corner. 3-1 to O.J. Price. Moon doesn't want to lose O.J. here. 3-1 count, fouled back to the screen, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Lad Hammond on the on-deck circle has reached base twice in this game, a single in the first. He also reached on an error in the third inning. Flied out on the fourth. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. That throw down to first base, but in safely there is Cato. So they got OJ, but they couldn't get Cato, and now with two down, here's Lad Hammond. I promise I'll stop these punts. Or you might just hear Bill Dolan on Ram Baseball Saturday and not Kevin Holden. Hammond, a single in the first, was doubled off 1-3 off a line drive. Here he swings at the first one, bounces it about 5 feet foul down the third baseline. Going back to the Rams and their sub-region schedule that they've got coming up, look for some other strong teams, too, that you haven't heard much from recently. Berkmar should be a better team this year. Shiloh had an off year last year, but they were a very young team, and I would look for them to definitely make a comeback here in '96. They have always had a fierce rivalry with the Rams. Of course, that stems from the fact that Glenn George, the head coach at Shiloh, used to coach at Newton High School many years ago. And, of course, you definitely like to beat the hand that at one time fed you. You like to bite that hand, and that's exactly what Glenn George wants to do. This one from Ryan Moon, missing outside. We've got a ball and a strike to Hammond. Pitch on the way, fastball outside. Floyd thought about throwing to first, changed his mind. It's 2-1. Of course, Joe Brassfield did not get the chance to beat his former team Monday night. He used to coach the Fayette County Tigers, but lost there 7-2. There's a swing and a liner foul back to the screen. Evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Ryan Moon with one more strike. Continue his performance and retire the Warhawks here. In the first inning that he pitched, that being the third, he gave up 2 hits and 2 runs. There were, of course, 3 Ram errors in that inning. 2-2 pitch, swung on and bounced. Moon knocks it down. He'll have an easy play at first base, and that'll do it for the Warhawks here. No runs, 1 hit. They leave that man on first base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Newton Rams on top of the Henry County Warhawks as part of this South Metro tournament. Your score is 6-3. Newton Ram Baseball on WGFS AM 1430. We're brought to you in part by East Metro Communications. They are Covington's authorized, and I mean it, authorized agent of AirTouch Cellular. So go by for a cellular pager, a phone, anything you need, 786-6796.
At Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies, we've got you covered. With vinyl, wallpaper, carpet, wood, parquet, VCT tile, interior design service, carpet cleaning service, and blinds. They're the largest and most complete carpet store serving Newton, Rockdale, and Morgan counties, Lake Oconee, and surrounding areas. They specialize in residential and commercial flooring. Their professional carpet consultants and interior designer will bring samples to your home, take measurements, and quote you a price all in one visit. Call them, Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies, 786-9245, 786-9245, or in Madison, 342-3869, 342-3869. Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies.
East Metro Communications, your local authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, would like to thank their customers for making 1995 their best year ever. East Metro is this area's oldest cellular agent, and 1996 will be their 10th year in the cellular business. East Metro is starting off 1996 with another one of their incredible promotions. Free phones, no connect fee, no programming fee, and $100 credit on your first bill. If you're considering a cellular phone, go by East Metro Communications, a quarter-mile east of Newton General, at 7115 Highway 278 here in Covington, or give them a call at 786-6796. Certain restrictions apply, cannot be combined with any other promotion.
Welcome back to Craig Lunsford Stadium at Henry County High School. We're in the bottom half of the 6th on the first pitch of the inning. Jarvis Johnson hit a high pop fly to center field, and Michael Standridge made the play. So that's out number 1. One change for the Warhawks. OJ is out of here. OJ Price replaced by Jim Doug Holder. Here's Ryan Moon. He's 1 for 3. Singled back in the first. He's also reached on an error by third baseman Daniel Stansel a few innings back. Moon looking to bunt the first pitch, but after one about 2 feet outside, it was 0-1. After Moon, we'll see Matt Easterday. Ryan Moon has come in and surprised some folks with 4 strong innings of pitching. His 0-1 offering. There's a called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Roberts mixes in a good fastball. It's a good off pitch. that time using the curveball to catch the corner. Henning setting up outside. Here's the 0-2. That one missing by about a foot outside. Taking a ball and 2 strikes. The Newton Rams have not had a hit since the 3rd inning. The Luke Allen double that drove in a run has been their last hit. They're going to check the first base ump to see if he went around on the 1-2. First base umpire says he did not. Taking 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch was well outside, and Moon did hold up his swing in time. The inning in which the Rams scored the 3 runs, that being the 4th, they did not have a base hit. They have not had a hit since then. 2-2 pitch, swung on a line past the shortstop Ladd Hammond into left center. That's a base hit. Bobbled out there by Cato. Moon is going to end up at second base. They're going to wave him around and head him toward third. The throw to third base beats him there by about 10 feet, and he is out. So it's a single, an error on the left fielder, and he is retired at third base. Credit Moon with some aggressive base running, but waving him around to third base may not have been the wisest thing to do in that situation. The throw beat him there by a good 10 or 15 feet. So that's the second out. Here's Easterday. Easterday had an RBI ground out on the first. Singled came around to score in the third. Reached on an error as part of the 3-run no-hit inning in the 4th. Roberts takes a look at his catcher, Ben Henning. First pitch on the way home to Easterday. Curveball called a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 2 up for Henry County in the 7th. They'll be back to the middle of that order. Michael Standridge, Ben Henning, and Keith Woods. So stay tuned. Rams have not wrapped this up by any means. 0-1 is low and outside. Standridge and Henning, as a matter of fact, had back-to-back base hits in the 3rd. Roberts wind is 1-1 pitch. Swung on a line foul down the right side. Out of play. It's a ball and 2 strikes. My guess is you'll probably see Ryan Boone back out there in the 7th inning. Richie Cleary started this game for the Newton Rams, but pitched only the first 2 innings. Wondered if some type of injury prevent him from leaving the order, but Ryan Boone has pitched well. So perhaps Joe Brassfield is saving Cleary for Saturday. 1-2 pitch missing low and outside for ball 2. But of course, at the time when Cleary came out of the game, Rams and Warhawks were playing a very close affair. 2-2. Curveball just missed inside. Full count now, 3-2. Easterday can reach. We'll see Luke Allen. He's had a productive day at the plate. Payoff pitch is on the way. There's a swing and a hard liner. 1 hop. Hammond makes the play. In time to first. So for the Rams, no runs, 1 hit here in the 6th inning. There was 1 error. No one was left on base. And the last chance here for the Henry County Warhawks. Score is cellular. They can give you special rate plans. They can give you a pager or a cellular phone. Give them a call, 786-6796.
Aside from choosing the right home, it's important to choose the right mortgage loan. At Newton Federal Savings and Loan, we're putting today's low rates together with prompt hometown service in offering special construction perm loans with one-time closing, conventional and balloon mortgages, and more. And servicing of your loan remains right here, too. Newton Federal Savings and Loan, 3175 Highway 278, Covington. FDIC insured and equal housing lender.
Bulldog Tire Company is your complete car care center. They take off tires, wheels, have wheel alignment, tune-ups, brake service, road and farm service, radiator repair, wrecker service, and much, much more. That's Bulldog Tire Company. Talk to owner Tommy Coker at 787-6030, 787-6030. Bulldog Tire Company, 4108 Elm Street in Covington. Bulldog Tire Company.
Welcome back to Craig Lunsford Stadium. Ryan Moon's first offering is low and inside for ball 1. Michael Standridge, Ben Henning, and Keith Wood are the 3 men due up here for the Warhawks. 7th inning with the Rams up by 3. There's a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Remember that if the Rams can retire these 3 hitters or keep the Warhawks from coming back in this affair here in the 7th, we will see you Saturday as part of the finals. The 1-1 pitch swung on, grounded towards short. Easterday bobbles this one and safe at first. Michael Standridge. Matt Easterday had one of those days at shortstop. That is his third error of this game, and he'll be taking some extra ground balls after this one's over with. And of course, psychologically, you can play with you after you miss one or two. That time he looked very tentative on that ground ball, as if he was almost thinking about not making the play on it. Just like at the plate, a couple of bad appearances in a row can lead to a miniature slump. That's kind of what Easterday is suffering in the field right now. Ben Henning is the hitter, and he drives one deep to left field. Jarvis Johnson is going to be taking a look at this one. It is well out of here, and we have a one-run ball game. Ben Henning, the cleanup batter for the Henry County Warhawks, took the first offering from Moon and drove it deep into the McDonough Knight. And we have ourselves a 6-5 ball game. That's only the third home run that the Newton Rams have allowed this year. All of them have come on this field, 2 in a row, as a matter of fact, to Griffin back on the 2nd of March. Joe Brassfield heads toward the mound. He's going to talk with Ryan Moon, and this may be the end of it here. If not, they're just going to have a long discussion here after he allowed the home run. 2-run shot from Ben Henning. It's a 6-5 game. Yes, Moon will stay in the action. He'll have to retire Keith Wood, Henry Roberts, and Travis Thomas here. Doyle Baker will come in and have a word or two of encouragement, as will Lane Floyd. As a pitcher, that's the last thing you want to do. You have a 3-run lead. First man gets on base because of an error, then you groove one that gets hit out of the ballpark. So it's up to Moon and the Rams to recover here. First pitch, called strike at the knees. Wood is 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Ends up close to the plate, leans out over the inside corner. 0-1 is in the dirt, ball 1. Rams giving Wood a lot of room around the second base bag. Easterday is playing him a bit to pull. 1-1 pitch, fastball outside, ball 2. We have a blocked view of the bullpen, so we don't know if there's any action for the Newton Rams in their bullpen. 2-1 pitch, swung on and bounced. Doyle Baker cutting across the third base, makes the play cleanly. His throw to first, can't be dug out by Hires. Safe is Keith Wood, and the defense continues to plague this Newton Ram team. That one was a low throw. But Hires having a little trouble digging that one out, so we'll charge the error there. Second one of this inning. And the infield is going to gather around Ryan Moon and have a little conference here for just a moment as they try to recover here from the defensive woes to start the inning. And there is no action in the Ram bullpen, so Joe Brassfield is sticking with Ryan Moon here. We mentioned before, Moon has allowed, up until the 7th inning, only 1 hit in his previous 2 2/3 innings. Did allow the home run to Henning in the 7th, a couple of batters ago. Now here's Roberts, 1 for 2 with a walk, a 1-run game, runner on first, nobody out. The stretch, attempting the bunt, but the pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. And right now, if the Rams are hoping to hold on, it all has to start with Ryan Moon. He's the one who has to take it up to the extra level here. Rams hoping that the 7th inning won't fall apart on them the way it did against Fayette County. Stretch by Moon is pitched. They were trying to bunt. Henry Roberts missed it. It's 1-1. That pitch came in about letter high, actually just a little under letter high. Roberts couldn't catch up. 1 ball, 1 strike, no one out. A 2-run homer by Ben Henning has brought this thing to a 1-run ball game in the top of the 7th. They're going to try to bunt again. Gets it down. Doyle Baker bobbles it for a moment. His throw to first is going to be in time. So it's a sacrifice. It goes 5-4. Wood into scoring position, representing the tying run. And Travis Thomas and Brent Yates are the next 2 men that are due up. And once again, Roberts, after the sacrifice, is congratulated by all of his Henry County teammates who come out of the dugout. I like that approach. The sacrifice is a much underused tool at almost all levels. Thomas with 2 singles. He's also reached on a fielder's choice. Runner in scoring position. Could tie this game if they can get him home. First pitch is a fastball, outside for ball one. Of the 6 runs that have been allowed by the Ram pitching staff, 5 runs rather, 3 of them are unearned. There's a called strike, make it 1-1. And of the 6 runs allowed by the Henry County pitching staff, only 3 of those were earned. A ball and a strike here to Thomas. Moon takes a look at the runner. Here's his 1-1. Low and outside. Count goes to 2-1. What will Henry County do here with a 2-1 count? Might see a little different strategy with a runner at first. They could try to make something happen offensively, but they may not try to risk it with that runner already in scoring position. Lane Floyd gives the sign. The stretch. Moon delivers. Swung on and missed. Make it 2-2. Brent Yates has yet to have a hit tonight. He stands on the on-deck circle. Yates, a left-handed batter. 2-2 pitch on the way home. Swung on and bounced up the middle. Easterday cuts across. Bobbles it. And safe at first base is Travis Thomas. The second error of the inning from Matt Easterday puts runners at first and third with 1 out. Easterday's 4th error of this game. And Coach Brassfield, the Newton Rams, is going to call time. And he is headed out toward the pitcher's mound and going to call the infield in for a conference here. So Easterday's 2nd error of this inning cost the Rams here, and Coach Brassfield is letting his infield know his true emotions about this situation. He's going to try to fire up his infield right here. Not going to wait until after the game or any kind of meeting. He is letting his team have it right now in the infield conference. He has done that, and now Ryan Moon and the Rams will try to recover here with 1st and 3rd and 1 down. You have the 8 and 9 spots in the batting order. That's the advantage. The problem is with the runner at third base, almost anything can get him home. And there's going to be a pinch hitter here for Brent Yates. Kenny Carrington comes on. Carrington, a left-handed batter. Batting for Yates, who was hitless. So Carrington will try to do something here with the Henry County Warhawks trailing by a run with 1 out. First pitch is low for ball 1. Rams took a 3-run lead into this inning. Sandridge reached on an error by Easterday. Ben Henning hit a 2-run homer to left. A deep, long fly ball. Well out of here. Keith Wood reached on an error. Roberts with a sacrifice. Thomas reached on an error. Here's a swing and a pop fly. Third base side. Floyd doing everything he could to catch that one. It bounced about 2 feet out of play, though. Make it 1-1, and this Ram team playing with a little extra fire here. Floyd colliding with the wall, going after that pop fly. Seeing what he could do to try to will that ball back a couple of feet, but didn't have a chance at it. A ball and a strike. Keith Wood leads away from third base. Travis Thomas away from first. Stretch from Moon in his 1-1 pitch. Popped foul right behind us. Make it 1-2. Denon Cato is on deck. Cato singled back in the 6th, but was stranded on base. Moon came back to strike out Price. Lad Hammond grounded back to the pitcher, as a matter of fact, to end the inning. Carrington digs back in here with a 1-2 count. What will Ryan Moon throw? Looks like he shook off one side, shook off another. Now has what he wants. Moon the stretch. His 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Floyd will not have to throw down to first base. A runner standing there right now. So the swing and the miss from Kenny Carrington. 2 down now with 1st and 3rd. Here is Shannon Cato. The last out that remains between the Rams and the road to the finals of the South Metro Tournament, but Newton has not made it easy for themselves. Errors in this inning have put Henry County back into this game, and the tying run stands only 90 feet away. Moon the stretch, his first pitch on the way home. Bounce back to the mound. Moon takes it. His throw to first is in time, and the Newton Rams will be headed to the finals but not before a little bit of a scare, ladies and gentlemen. The two-run homer in a first and third situation, and a little bit of a chewing out from Joe Brassfield to his infield, right there with one out, but they came back and struck out Carrington and got Cato to ground out, which means the Newton Rams will be in those finals of the South Metro. That'll be Saturday, and of course the doubleheader Saturday will be live on WGFS AM 1430. 2 runs, 1 hit, 3 Newton Ram errors in the inning, and 2 huge men left on base. Your final score in this one is 6-5. We'll be back to wrap it up after this. Newton Ram baseball on WGFS AM 1430, made possible by the folks at East Metro Communications, Covington's authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular.
The Bank of Covington offers full-service banking and convenient locations, and you can find what you want in a checking account, savings plan, simple interest loan, and 24-hour automatic banking that gives you access to over 8,000 ATMs throughout the Southeast and the USA. Just what you would expect from a leading financial institution. The Bank of Covington, member FDIC, an equal opportunity lender.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating, 786-4937. They'll send them packing. Termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls. When you're looking for a garden tractor, you want one that won't back away from the big jobs. You want a Toro wheel horse garden tractor from Coast to Coast Home and Auto. Here's one tractor that's not afraid to get dirty. And with an available 20 horsepower Toro Power Plus engine, it can mow, till, plow, even remove snow without breaking a sweat. But don't take our word for it. See the complete line of Toro wheel horse garden tractors today at Coast to Coast Home and Auto. We think you'll agree they look great in red, but they're even better in earth tones. At Coast to Coast Home and Auto, we'd like to give you some powerful reasons to go get a Toro wheel horse lawn tractor, like an available 16 horsepower Vanguard overhead valve engine, or the largest mowing deck available on any lawn tractor, and a choice between a fully automatic hydrostatic transmission and a shift-on-the-go 5-speed. See one for yourself at Coast to Coast Home and Auto today. We have a full line of Toro wheel horse lawn tractors to choose from, and you'll learn that with so many high-performance features, you can make quick work of almost any job. Are you tired of being ridiculed and laughed at because you don't have a cellular phone? Don't cry. East Metro Communications can help. East Metro has several free cellular phones to choose from. There's no connect fee, no programming fee, and a $100 credit on your first monthly bill. Now, how much easier can it get? East Metro Communications, this area's oldest authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, is located right here in Covington at 7115 Highway 278. Visit their store a quarter-mile east of Newton General, or give them a call at 786-6796. Certain restrictions apply, cannot be combined with any other promotion.
At Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies, we've got you covered. With vinyl, wallpaper, carpet, wood, parquet, VCT tile, interior design service, carpet cleaning service, and blinds. They're the largest and most complete carpet store serving Newton, Rockdale, and Morgan counties, Lake Oconee, and surrounding areas. They specialize in residential and commercial flooring. Their professional carpet consultants and interior designer will bring samples to your home, take measurements, and quote you a price all in one visit. Call them, Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies, 786-9245, 786-9245, or in Madison, 342-3869, 342-3869. Hardy's Floor Covering and Supplies.
Welcome back to Craig Lunsford Stadium at Henry County High School. Your Newton Rams are headed to the finals of the South Metro Tournament this coming Saturday. They'll have a chance to pick up their 5th consecutive South Metro Tournament championship. Here they beat the Henry County Warhawks 6-5. The weather conditions for once weren't sloppy. The Rams have played a lot of games in sloppy weather conditions. They must have wanted to compensate because the playing conditions, literally from the players, were a little bit sloppy tonight. Here are your final totals. The Rams come out on top with 6 runs on 7 hits. This is not a typo. 9 errors from the Newton Rams in this game. That's 9, including 3 in the last inning in which they were up by 3 runs coming in, but escaped narrowly with a 6-5 lead and runners at the corners with 1 out. The Rams left 6 men on base. For Henry County, story is about the same. 5 runs, 8 hits. They made 5 errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher for the Newton Rams is Ryan Moon, pitching the 5 innings and getting the Rams out of that jam in the 7th inning. Ben Henning hit a long 2-run home run to start the 7th inning right after Standridge reached on the error by Easterday. Keith Wood then reached on an error by the first baseman, and there was a sacrifice and another error by shortstop Matt Easterday. Then Joe Brassfield came out to the pitcher's mound, called the infield around for a conference, and let his feelings be known to the Ram team. Once that happened, the next 2 batters they faced, one struck out and one bounced back to the pitcher, and that ended the game. Your losing pitcher in this one is Travis Thomas. Thomas pitches 4 innings and gives up a total of 5 runs to the Newton Rams. So the Rams win this one 6-5. They do it in the most narrow of fashions, but nonetheless, we will see you Saturday at the finals of the South Metro Tournament. I wish I could tell you what time the Rams would play and where the finals will be. We don't know that right now, but we'll know that very shortly, like within the next day or so. Please be listening to our local newscasts. We bring them to you at 7:30, 8:30, 12:30, 4:30, and 5:30. If you listen then, I'll be back to tell you when and where these games will be so you can come out and watch your Rams live in action. And, of course, as always, if you can't catch them live, listen to them live here on WGFS, AM 1430. For executive producer Todd Q. Chapman and a cast of millions at Greg Lunsford Stadium, this is Kevin Holden reporting. Once again, your final 6-5. The Rams headed to the finals of the South Metro. Good night, everyone.